Welcome to the Squirrels and How to Chase Them podcast. I'm your host, Alex, here with my buddy, Maker Millwright, and a cyborg. Um, he needs no introduction,
No, I'm
but
a
yeah, everybody knows who Arnold is. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody had a great week. Oh, and he's back.
Yeah, I had battery problems. You guys will probably hear my grandson a little bit. We're hanging
That's
out
all
with
right.
him tonight.
He's little and cute.
He is little and cute. I would show him, but my daughter would have a fit.
Yeah, I understand. Da Vinci, John Doe. How's it going, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Earth 2 and Beyond, welcome. Not sure that I've seen your name in chat before. Glad to have you. Zybertech, beer you. That sounds like a plan. I don't have any energy drinks, so it might be a beer me kind of night. It's definitely been a beer me kind of day, let me tell you.
It's been a beer kind of week.
Yeah, it's been nonstop with stuff breaking. Um, riding motorcycles in Arkansas. Nice. Jose, how's it going, man? You joining us tonight?
Oh, that's
Coming
our
on, hanging out?
boy. That's our boy. Hi, Jose.
Come on, Jose. I'll move.
How do you do it? Do I need to make you a camera mount?
No, normally I got a different rig, but
Well, because I can make you a cell, like I can do it right now. I can make you a cell phone holder if you give me the math on your cell phone, and I can make it like at a 45, so it's not sitting in your lap.
yeah,
I used to.
this is my iPad at the moment. Normally I got a different setup, but I'm up in the living room tonight
Okay, well,
with
whatever
my
you need, don't
grandson
forget to
too.
ask, right? Never forget to
Yeah,
ask, because I'm happy to help.
I
I
used to have this
appreciate it.
awesome mount, right, for the edge of the couch. Um, and I don't know whatever happened to it, but it was like a beanbag kind of thing that just like sat over
Oh
the edge
yeah,
of the thing with like
yep.
almost like a selfie stick thing that came out with a phone holder.
Yeah.
Picked that up at a.
Like a sandbag, like what they use in the movies.
Hey
Before we
Vince,
start today,
good to
Alex,
see you, dude.
can I do our toast? Can we do the tribe toast? Is that okay? Everybody has to get a
Yeah.
drink though. Everybody got your
Oh,
drinks?
I gotta go get one. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. We can't do it. Everybody's got you got a
There you
toast,
go.
right? Yep. Just can't be water. It can be anything but water because you can't toast the water. Just not right.
It's definitely not water.
Yes, sir.
We're going for product placement.
No, because I hide mine in the stein that was made for me by CL3D. Very lucky,
Mine's
right?
going in a Yeti thing.
Yep. Okay, we ready, boys?
Yeah.
To the tribe. To new friends, to old friends, to friends we've lost, to friends we haven't made yet, and to our fallen, lest they never be forgotten. Much love, much luck, and much adventure to all of you. To Alex and Projects in Dad's Garage, thank you for having us. Cheers, toast, and of course, wait for it. Wait for it. Are you waiting for it? Wait for it. Skål! That's our boys. Keeping hydrated, keeping alive, working hard. We're chasing squirrels today. Are we talking machines? Are we talking Smurf? Am I showing some stuff that I have left over? Are we talking about Murph? Are we talking about Adepticon? Is anybody going to Adepticon?
I don't even know what Adepticon is.
You don't even
I'm
know?
glad I'm not the only one.
The shame. And then to you, tribe, sitting out there in YouTube land. I'm in a really good mood today, so I hope my luck and my love shares out to all of you because I'm in a really positive mood, and I hope everything, even if you're having a hard time, I hope there's a light that keeps your day going. So, where do you want me to jump into some stuff, Alex, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I just want to say welcome to Draco, Vince, RJ, Mad Sci Slack, new face. Printed a wedge-shaped phone holder 8 years ago and still using it. Nice.
Yep.
Been printing way longer than myself.
I'm
Yeah.
about 7 or 8 years. Ender 3, when the Ender 3 V1 came out, that's what I got. That's where I started. I'm not super fancy. We got to build a machine. We'll have to bug you, Alex, and we'll have to see like what machine you think should be built here on the stream. Although I have to clear my desk for that, and I think that's I don't know if that's physically possible.
That's a couple of
If you're
strings.
building it on your desk, then it's definitely got to be an orange storm, right?
Sure. I've reached out to Elegoo, and I've said how much I like the Gigastorm. I think it's cool. Was it this show where we had a talk where the machines
Yeah.
we're looking at a machine the size of a laundry machine for all production? I think that's awesome.
How much space you got, man?
You might be
Talking
hearing
like-
my Ender, my switch
my whole
wiring
lab's
over
going.
there.
My whole lab's going, so it might be me too.
Oh, dude, I got Paw Patrol on the TV, grandson in the corner. You know,
Living the good life. Living the good life, man.
Yeah.
My grandpa raised me. I love my grandpa. He passed away some time ago, but yeah. And my old man passed away about a year ago, and I could just imagine what they would see what I'm doing now, and just they'd be so amazed at the ridiculousness of it all. And to have a grandpa who does that, who can make toys on demand, make whatever you need on demand, how amazing is that?
Oh yeah, he's a little small for him at the moment, but it's a coming. So for my older kids, man, I modified the crap out of Power Wheels, and I would light them up and all kinds of jazz. And now I have many more tools to do many more things.
Are we seeing your wood? Are you showing us your wood?
So it's supposed to be Stormbreaker, but I haven't done the head yet, and I don't know if it's more. I feel the handle's so long. I feel more like Gandalf than I do Stormbreaker.
I was gonna say.
I like it. I like it, man.
It's like
Gandalf had a little more hair.
Yeah.
You're so mean. What it needs to be is the baseball cap stream. Because last weekend when I was on 3DHP with Jerry, it was the sunglasses stream.
I could do that. Well, no, I can't because it's not dark enough in here.
There it is.
I left mine over on the other chair when I moved.
Tell us all about the Stormbreaker, please.
It's a free STL. It's available on Maker World. He had it printing out at, I think, 2 walls and 12%. To me, that felt a little light.
That's really light.
Yeah, so more walls. Always more walls.
I went and I did this one, 4 walls and I think 4 walls and 15, just to bulk it up a little bit. But it prints out. He's got it all busted up in plates and everything. So you get, one section and everything. They're what is it? Pins connecting them.
Dowels. Yep.
And the only part that I'm having problems with is the axe head is slotted when it's for its assembly. None of it has to have any kind of. None of it has had to take any kind of supports. But there are four pieces when the axe head goes in on the slot that actually go into the top of this to make it look like the wood going around, and they're placed to where they're actually standing up. They have to have supports.
Yeah.
And they're a little buggy.
I really like. I use a lot of supports. I like supports. One of the things I always tell people when you're doing, when you're running like a setup for a machine, you always need to run a model that has supports, because one of the things that people forget is like bad supports equal bad project, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So Matt Sislak says blame Howie. I'm not going to say it's not my fault. I'm not sure what I'm getting blamed for at the moment.
Being charming.
So yeah.
Hashtag blame Howie.
I printed that on everybody's favorite printer. I've got a P1S sitting over here.
Hey, let's go.
So I didn't use the 2.4 or the Trident for it. Although if I had any sense and I wanted to speed it up, I probably could have busted it up amongst all 3 of them, and I'd be done with the head by now. But I ended up running out of the gray I was going to make the axe head out of, and I had to wait for my West 3D box to come in today. So I'll be finishing up the axe head probably tomorrow afternoon. Getting it
Still on
done.
Maker World, so clearly it doesn't rhyme with Labubu.
Yet, give him a time. Give him a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Just 3D print a Labubu that will slot nicely onto the axe head of Stormbreaker.
Nice. Well, you could just jam it in, right? You just like jam it in the slicer and just cut it out, right?
Yeah.
John Doe hit the nail on the head. Creality makes 3D printer men out of boys.
It's true. I actually want to do. Oddly enough, I miss the modularity, the modifying of an Ender 3. I do. I know we're not supposed to say that because we have such more advanced machines these days, but I do miss an Ender 3, and I'd love to see an Ender 3 dual extrusion.
Listen, just because we're friends, you send me your bamboo, and I will send you an Ender 3.
Sure. I can send the A1 over if you want it. Why not?
I got an A1 Mini sitting next to the P1S.
Can't do the mini. Can't do small bill plates anymore.
The edge, yeah.
They have a use, right? So I've got 120, 180, 250, 235,
Do I hear
300, 350.
Actually, I need some help if the community is willing to help. I need a camera mount that will work inside the enclosure of an artisan. So an enclosed machine, I need some way to hang it off of either, because it can't stand because the box fits the build as much as it can. But I need a camera.
Extrusions in it?
It does, 2020. I need a camera for that. And then I need a camera for my A1. But the problem is,
camera?
my camera, well, I don't know yet. My machine, my computer will not take more than 2 cameras for some reason.
So there's the Angry Cam, which is what I use in the 2.4 and the Trident. But the issue with that is that the camera that you need for it is the 160-degree angle one, and it's only available off of AliExpress anymore. They're not expensive, but you're waiting, 6 weeks for it to show up for some reason, and then you've got to deal with that cable. The other thing I'd like to introduce you to,
Yes, please.
as a millwright, I know that you are 100%, do it right, but
Try to.
3M makes this stuff. We call it double-sided VHB tape.
Oh no. Sure, but no. I'm so surprised because there's
It's
very
the
little out there.
universal mount, man. It goes on anything.
You're not wrong. It'd be great to do it on the door too, because you can just stick it to the door, put a plate on it, put the camera, because it comes right. The build plate comes right to the door, right? But it's gonna vibrate like crazy on that box, and I don't know, man.
You get VHB tape, it's not going to
VHB. It's got foam. It's vibration dampening built into it.
Just do
the poor man's VHB tape. Go alien taping.
You can get this. There's an amazing designer on Thangs by the name of CL3D. Alex, am I able to post links or anything like that? Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
You don't need my Stein,
but let me just dig for it. No, because I'll send it to you in private if I have to. But he's super supportive of my channel and my work, and his name's CL3D. He's an amazing designer, and he specializes in Steins.
Nice.
Let me just give you his website, Alex. I'll send this to you privately. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you post it, if you just make a post in chat, then
Okay.
I can.
Let me do it.
So on your camera, man, all
Here.
you got to do is just look up camera mount for 2020 extrusion on printables or whatever, and then there'll be a bunch of them show up, and then just look at what cameras they fit, and then go check out the cameras and see which camera you like. And now
Yeah.
you got a mount and a cam.
Yeah,
So
there's
far, all of
so
mine
many
tie
different
back
mounts.
into Raspberry Pis and stuff instead of a
They've
computer.
even they've even got mounts for like what is it, CR920 that will hang in a 2020 extrusion and
Yep.
go in there and you can cant it and
The two that I've
Mm,
added have been Nocturnes from Moose Lab. That's all I've done so far.
yeah, that chat's right. I generally won't use someone else's work. I'll have to do it myself.
I was
I'm
going to
just
say
being
that's the
lazy.
other side of it. I know this guy. He used to be a millwright. He now has a Twitch channel. He's pretty decent at designing things. I bet you I could get you his name and he could make you a
Huh?
mount.
You think you could find him for me?
Oh, look, there he
Oh,
goes.
Found him. There he is.
Found him. It's
Jesus. He's
Waldo.
hiding under the purple hat. I didn't even recognize him.
oh, that fella. I know that guy. He's all right. He makes stuff.
I used to make stuff. I still make stuff.
I'm digging for him right now to find my Stein. I think that you guys should reach out to him and see if he'll make you one. He is a sweetheart. He is so busy. You guys would be blown away by his work. You really should take a look. I
I
know
need a
I'm trying not
sign
to.
that holds these Yeti canisters. So I can slot the entire canister down into it.
Either
There
send him the
is
math or send me the math, and I'll do it for you. I don't mind.
there's one of them. There's like one of them that you take like a monster can and it holds it like a beer stein. They're
Yeah, I
all
know, but
over.
I want this because this is really insulated.
Yep, we can do that.
You just make the
Like,
diameter a little larger.
Yeah, we can do that. I can make a custom one. If I can do it right now if you want.
I got a
yeah, I
stein
gotta
that I
find
had
a.
made that it just takes those stainless steel cups like you get them off
Yeah,
Amazon. You just
the
drop it in
insert.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to make
Yep.
das Boot.
So I would dig it out of the cabinet over here, but my TV trays are in the way. It's a thing.
The
But
rumors about me that are going around and Das Boot never happened. I haven't been to Germany yet. Don't look at me. And I don't think I can drink that much. Just like the yard rumors, I don't think I can drink a yard.
I've actually got a boot from Germany here somewhere in a box in storage where when I was a kid, I spent three years, well, about 3 years in Karlsruhe, Germany, when my father was in the military over there. And we ended up coming back with like Black Forest cuckoo clocks and
oh yeah.
We
crystal and
had
everything.
Did you
we had
say
one
a
growing up.
boot,
Hold on
not
one
a
second.
pair
Let
of
me see
boots?
if
It's a big boot. And I
So is there
think
somebody else out there telling the same story, but they have the other boot?
Ha!
you just,
Well, if you
I
want to support the trade, I can't find my Stein, but here's you can support the trade. There's the Millwright Stein. But yeah, I can do it right now if you want. I'll put something together right now. I don't mind. But I'm not
Steve
I'm not
has
I'm
Steve had
not taking
traded with a
anything you
pirate,
want.
a German pirate.
are.
I'm not doing it. There's nothing you can do to convince me. I have to build something. I just don't know. Do you guys like the overhead view or the side view? We use the side view on the Voron all the time. It needs its own mount, which I haven't done yet because I don't know the focal point of the camera. And then we need one for the bamboo, and then there's a new machine coming, so we'll have to build one for the new machine.
nice. I went in to look. I have I have the beer stein,
Hmm.
but I must have lost the boot and the glass. So because I had the boot and the peg leg from Oktoberfest 1984 in Germany when my parents were there.
That's
So
a
I still have
long
the
time ago.
beers.
That's
I
awesome.
have the stein still, but I don't have the boot.
Give me that. Give me the diameter of your cup. I'll work on something. Again, you can reach out. There's lots of plenty designers. But yeah, what are we chatting about today? Because there's lots going on, and I just came back from something, and yeah, I love you guys. And we're we're 95% confirmed for Murph. So for those of you who are
Nice.
like, yeah,
Awesome.
it's all in the hands of the travel agent now. I'm just trying to get everything booked up
You,
once she gets back to me.
Murph or Rocky Mountain?
Murph, I won't be at Rocky Mountain.
Midwest. Yeah.
Midwest Rep Rap.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
good. Yeah.
Don't look at me like I am but a simple maker. I don't really drink. I don't really smoke. So just
It's on.
There's no reason at all why you might be going to Murph over Rocky Mountain, and it has nothing to do with the party atmosphere, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I am but a simple maker. I have a very small channel. I only make a couple of things here and there. Don't Google me. Don't do that. Just I make a few things here and there.
Yeah, I know it. I know most people go to Murph because of the air conditioning.
It's true. Listen,
yeah.
listen. So I didn't go last year, and they had the worst year. So now everyone says there's a curse if I don't go to an event.
Oh, last year was terrible.
Yeah.
It was a swimming pool by like 11 a.m. on Saturday.
Sunday,
What's
Sunday.
mind-boggling is they keep rebooking the same place.
They book
The,
more of the same place, but you know what? I have mad respect for Midwest. You know why?
It's one of
because
the
it's in the
biggest.
middle of a cornfield.
Well, I really like small towns. So like, and Goshen isn't a small town, but it has that atmosphere. When I went, people were so kind. I do dress quite. You
Loud.
guys understand how I dress. It doesn't matter. People are
Real
friendly.
fancy, like compared to people in Goshen.
I might be a fancy fella. I might like to look good. That might be a problem I have. But my experience in Goshen, and I went 2 years ago. I missed last year. I'm going this year. Wow, we're 95% confirmed. But the amount of makers and content creators that are going to Midwest this year is insane. Truly insane. It's wild. There's my mods are getting emails or DMs, sorry, about what we need to do because I don't run any of that. I have no idea what's going on 90% of the time. I just do the thing, right? But the thing I like about Midwest could charge a door fee. They have enough people. It's a big event. They have enough creators that just show up to measure and be awesome. They have awesome creators like Sam Prentice, who comes along with his Death Racers. I'm not sure who's in charge of the drag racers, but that's the thing. There's a bunch of creators that I know from Twitch and from Thangs, like our download websites, that are coming. You are coming, are you not, Alex?
I am.
So
My,
you have
my home
projects from
rep
Dad's
rep
Garage.
fest.
That's right. But the reason why I like Midwest more than anything in the world, their focus, their hunger, is for creators. They're not interested in the money because they could charge a door fee. If they charge $250 to go in, that would be okay. Because I think I paid 40 or 50 pounds to go to Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap. Like $20 a day. Like $20 a day. And remember, their currency and your currency is very similar. The Canadian dollar is monopoly money right now, which is, I get it.
Let me hold that for you.
So, that if anything, you guys are gonna go see. And then we actually have a fundraiser going right now where if we make our first maker, we make our first fundraiser point. I will do a live stream and I will try to annoy every creator I know, plus a few I don't. And remember, I don't have a Death Racer. I have my Battle Bot, but I'm not sure if I'm bringing it because I'm still having trouble with my slicer and my wheels for some reason. The wheels are perfect, but they just maybe you guys know. So you can see how
So
that's
you weren't there last year, right?
no
You
sir.
said you weren't there. So last year they had an entire second building that was just the battle bots, and they're so sweet, man. I loved going over there and watching them.
Well, if I bring mine, you can use mine. Mine will not be going into a destructive fight. So it'll be a flipper. I'm bringing it to show it off so everyone can kind of get into it. I really, the struggle I'm having, and maybe someone can help me with this. So I'm using Snapmaker Orca Slicer because I like printing in differential materials. And the Snapmaker Artisan dual extrusion machine, right? The core of my wheels, for some reason, when they enter their TPU, is too tight, but the rest of the shaft is fine. Maybe somebody, remember, I made the design. I know it works. I did the math. It's fine. It hasn't changed. But for some reason, so there's my little BattleBot. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna do some stuff. We got time. We got about 11 weeks. But this wheel should just slip on. Oh, hold on, if I get my alignment right. But for some reason, and that's why I want to pick the brain of all you brilliant men, that's as far as I can go. It will not go into the TPU. So you can see there? See the
Which
axle?
side touches the build plate when you print it?
The TPU side.
It's on the build plate. And is that the side that's tight?
Yes.
Yeah,
but it's
a little bit of
not
elephant's foot, right?
No, because it's you can see there how it doesn't go all the way through the wheel. As soon as it enters the TPU assembly, the bore shrinks. And
Maybe it's just shrinkage of the material.
It's polymer. It's pretty stable stuff.
Drill bit?
Yeah, I didn't know if TPU shrank.
You can't bore it out because it's keyed.
Yeah, so you can't just ream it.
I would just.
You can't.
I'm
ream it
assuming you got
because
it split into two parts, right?
Yes, sir.
BFH.
Just scale up the TPU part.
It's not. It's some for some reason. So that core, if I print that core by itself, it's fine. If I print the wheel by itself, it's fine. But when I bond the two as a singular object, by the way, this is Polymaker. Let's just be honest. I don't know if this is a sponsored project, but they are one of my sponsors. For some reason, that bore, and remember, it's keyed, so it can't be honed. You can't do anything because it'll screw it up. For some reason, as soon as it goes into that TPU core, it's not elephant footing because I tried that. I even did a countersunk face. Whenever it goes into the TPU, for some reason it shrinks. So let that. If somebody has an answer for that, I'd love to hear it.
Temperature. You're printing it all in one chunk.
Yes, sir.
So you got a temperature variance between your materials?
No, sir. And it's really close. And I would press it on, which is perfect. But that little electric motor cannot take the load if I try to press it on.
The load of pushing against the bearing to press it on.
I want to find files for those little things. I can't.
Please send me a DM. I'll get you everything you need to know. Everything. I'll get you. There's an American company. There's a Canadian company. There's the American companies down in Florida. We have part of our community is really big into BattleBots. So you just have to join our Discord and you can see all that wild stuff. But this, I want to bring, everyone's like, oh, modify it. Well, I'm going to redo the forks my way because these are downloaded ones. They're cool. I got no problem. The color's cool. I want to paint it. The lid, the other issue I'm running into with the lid is I have a nice sheet of titanium here.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem with the titanium is I can cut it with a Dremel. It's not that thick, but I'm going to have to water bath it, and I just haven't put the effort in to do it yet. So I need to put it in a water bath so it doesn't make so much noise and so it doesn't make so much sparks. But that is replacement for the lid, which will map out and scribe, and the front plow and the flipper. So it's something I need to do. And then, it needs paint and everything. And I don't know if I'm going to mail it down or try to bring it in my luggage. I worry about bringing it in my luggage. But for those of you who are like, well, why not print one? I do. I have the printed body already.
That was the one thing I wanted to do when I bought a 3D printer. That was number one on my list, and it's still not been accomplished.
You still got to do a death racer, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
put them on the whiteboard.
Yeah, put it on the project board.
It's not a lack of desire to do a death racer, because if I had it my way, I'd do two of them, one for me and one for Zippy, who absolutely loves RC cars. But just forking out the money for one of those kits is extremely difficult.
What I want to know with the death racers is, can I use my transmitter from my battle bot for my death racer? Because that's what's going to get these are about $80, and if you can cut the price of this out and reuse this on multiple projects, A1. Happy spring. Are you joining us, Liz? Hopefully it doesn't kick us, because apparently you and I are the same person.
Yeah, Liz, we've been giving Maker Millwright hell all week, accusing you guys of just being multiple personalities of the same person.
Listen, what we could definitely pick somebody different.
The death racer uses a fly sky.
I'm using a Fly Sky. Hold on, I'll give you the model, because I don't know what model you're using. I'm breaking stuff over here. So I'm using a model FS-CT68. I don't know if it's cross-compatible. That would make death racers so much easier for me.
Because this is an FS-I6. But a transmitter is a transmitter. Is a transmitter.
As long as you're on the right frequency.
As long as you're on the right,
Yeah. I would like, so there's a couple different transmitters. I used to use Spectrum when I raced RC cars. DX3R, I think, was what I used. But that was a wheel one. But I've always been a fan of ones that you could bind multiple receivers to. Now they're so prevalent. You can buy the Fly Sky one, makes a really good one. Master something or another is a really decent one for a good price. Obviously, like Futaba makes fantastic transmitters and receivers. Yes. I mean, my DX3R was $400, I think. But
yeah, I want to avoid using.
It was a lot easier. It was a lot easier when you just sent an email over to Spectrum and went, "Hey, you guys want to send me this?" And they went, "Yes, we do. Can we send you anything else?" But
that's like, for me, because I want to do battle bots, because I want to do the dragster, because I want to do death racers, right?
Yeah,
I want to reuse this.
I'm holding him up.
You're holding them up on the dragster? Oh, Alex and I had a talk about the dragster. Oh, can I? You think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because that would save me so much money on projects if I could use this. Because we're actually doing a battle bot. We're going to just do a box.
Like it's what? 6 channels?
Yeah, you'd be able to use that.
Yeah, I think all you need is 3 channels. One for each side of your treads, and then one for your swing arm. So you only need 3 channels.
Well, if I can bind, so this is the drive stick on mine. If I can bind this to the drive and this to the tool, right? I'm pretty golden.
Oh wait. So does that have the ability for your right hand stick to go forward and back as well as left and right?
So this stick is all direction.
Okay.
Yeah, then you're golden.
This one is all direction, but this one is like when you use this to run the lifter. So like when I'm driving, right, I can drive and then I can flip my lifter with that one. Yeah. Well, it's multi-position because it's on a servo. Oh, I need a bigger servo. So if anyone has any advice, but I would love to do a death racer, but I want to do it on this, and I want all the used up buttons, right?
Yeah.
I've got like 35K servos on the bucket.
Yeah. There's no reason you couldn't use that.
Okay. Because that would save me. Like, let me get the kit. Can I get the kit? Is that okay, Alex?
Yeah.
I'll get the kit for everybody, and then they can know what we're talking about. Because again, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen
No,
in
it gets better.
3D printing.
Because there's another one that's literally all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous because you don't have to physically turn. You can go left, right, or anything from a station.
Yeah, the omnidirectional. Yeah, you can build that one off the same parts as far as I understand. Let me get this for you guys. Oh, you need more motors? Okay. So this is
the original Death Racer kit has 2 motors, the controller,
I got it.
a couple of the plastic servos, which are junk. There it is.
So that's the kit without the remote.
No, it has the remote.
No, I selected the one without the remote.
Oh.
Okay, so here's the kit. There's 2 different versions. The complete kit for $179 USD with the remote, and then $159 without. Honestly, for $20, it's
just get the remote.
Probably worth it.
Yeah,
that's
and that was my big debate, right?
And this is the V2 of it.
Yes.
25 kilograms servo, all Metal Gear. 2 motors. Hopefully they got the shaft lengths right now.
So this one is $100 or $250 Canadian, and then it's $220. Yeah, right. It's about $30 difference to get the remote. So it's almost better just to get the remote. I was just hoping to use the same remote.
Or you could, and then just put this remote in a box somewhere.
Right, keep a spare. That's what I was thinking.
All right, because this is the same remote that you'd want to use on an airplane or on a helicopter, or
yeah.
I mean, it's for what you get in this kit, it is absolutely worth the ask.
So,
right? As a guy who's done RC cars for a very long time, it's very much worth the ask. But
the reason why I like it more than anything in the world, like why I think that's one of the best projects in the world, it's everything you need in one spot. No self-sourcing. You can self-source, but that will build the machine that you want. Everything is correct.
Yeah.
And I really
right.
Yes, sir.
Can you fix me up with a file of Alex's head that will fit a Death Racer?
Yeah, I'll get a photo. I'll get a photo for you, and we'll do it.
We've already got
Captain made one. Captain made one.
Oh, Captain Kern didn't he?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, now we need Steven's then.
So I have heard some negative feedback about version 1. But again, this is a custom DIY kit. This is not just some schmo mass production thing. To see this advance, like I said, the Death Racers, I got video of them from Smurf. There wasn't that many. That's one of the things I was saying is like it seems to me like the UK is catching up to where the United States is. But it was wild. Yeah, see, I don't know much because I've never built one. But the fact that there's a kit available and the fact that somebody went and did that, I think is amazing. It's like the maker chips, right? They're very, very available to people now, and that's what I like, personally.
Yeah. I think I have about half of what I need to do. I think the only thing I need
Murph is June,
would be some.
Yes, sir. 14th and 15th.
Beauty.
It gives me enough time to make stuff.
A transmitter and receiver to be able to build a Death Racer. I might have everything else.
That's easy to get.
There is, if it came to, if you've already got the transmitter and the receiver, the only
I don't have them anymore. I ended up selling all my stuff years ago.
There's the motors with the gear reduction on them.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the metal pins, because originally they wanted you to print, I think it was 64 tracks per side and pins to connect them.
Yes.
However, now they have a single track in a huge donut in TPU, so you don't even
Ooh.
need pins. Um, that's, I mean, other than the servos, then that's pretty much honestly all you need.
So what you're saying is I should just sit down and print the kit and then fundraise for the product. Is what you're saying?
Well,
I hate it when you guys are helpful. You know that? I really do. I hate it when you guys are helpful.
but see, there's a little bit of a to do between V1 and V2.
Yes.
Okay, and when they had it up in the air when they were going to release V2, they were talking about people becoming a little bit irate because you had Bradley's Patreon where the files were at, and they kind of felt a certain way about paying $170 for a kit and then having to pay for the files. And now, and I'm trying to get a name. I'm trying to remember the name. The files for the V2 are currently on printables for like $10. Offset put them on printables.
Can you DM me the link, please?
Sure. Let's go here.
Cause I could print the kit and just have it sit. That's right now the I want to do some stuff with my BattleBot. That won't take very long. I just don't know what's going on with that center bore of that wheel, and it's driving me crazy. I've got revisions. I'm into my like 8th revision trying to get it to fit. It's making me mad.
Giggled about that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe also Polymaker had a thing with both the Death Racers and the Dragsters that if you printed it and you were at the event or something like that,
They,
they would give you
they had a
coupons to
sign up.
reimburse you for it, the filament, as long as you had the plates on the side that
Yes.
said Polymaker.
So Liz might know something about it, or Sam might. Last year, they had a deal. If you signed up and showed up at the event, there's 2 side panels on the side of the Death Racer. If you put Polymaker's logo on the side, on both sides, then Polymaker would give you coupons to reimburse the filament investment for doing the print. If you did one side with them, they give you one. I don't know if that's going to be the case this year. You're currently in here right now, Liz is our Polymaker person.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
Joel! Maybe Joel's like Beetlejuice. We say his name 3 times and he'll appear.
I want to see. There you go. There she is. She said there's information on Polymaker's Discord and the Death Racer Facebook group.
Protopasta too. That's interesting.
And
Thank you.
I need to get more Protopasta filament. Man, their stuff is so nice.
Yep.
I saw that out of the corner of my eye and thought somebody was handing me a plate of food.
No.
You would have been blessed. It's my my grilled chicken.
So, Ted, when you were on here, the last time you were on here, you were talking about somebody that manufactured your head for a Pez dispenser.
Yep.
I need a link to that. My sister-in-law collects Pez dispensers. She's got like 300 or 400 of them, and I guarantee you she does not have one with your head on it.
What is that? Looks like an old shield.
Protopasta.
Oh, is that iron one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Um, I was printing something the other day.
It's
Oh, I was
heavy.
printing
Oh,
one
is
of
that
the Nerf
heavy?
blasters, and I went to. I was like, all right, I got just enough of this. Was it Mermaid's
John
Tail or
Doe? Yeah.
something?
With your
And
Pfinity.
it gets to the end of the print and messes up. I was so mad. I was so mad.
Oh, I stopped
John's
this one
asking me what I was
intentionally.
eating.
This is supposed to look like that.
Okay.
Yes, I saw those. I saw those, Pez.
I've been. I went down the micro center today to pick up more
Oh, here
filament.
he goes.
'Cause- But so my mother-in-law comes over the other day, wanted me to look at her van. Because it was making a weird noise. I was like, "Well, sounds like it's either the water pump or the alternator. Really hard to tell because they're right above one another." But she's like, "Oh, hey, I want you to make these. I found them on Facebook or wherever um, for Easter, the little dragon eggs." So
Is that the threaded one?
yeah, it's like it like locks together, it comes apart in two pieces. For putting in all the kids' Easter baskets because we do a big Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving. We do big family get-togethers, and there'll be like 15 or 20 kids or something like that. So it's like crap. I don't have filament to print these. I guess now I'm on the hook for buying filament again.
I know they've got. I did one for my grandson. He likes like Triceratops,
Uh-huh.
and there were eggs out there that it printed it inside the egg, and it printed it as a whole unit, so he got to bust
Yep.
it up, and he was tickled to no end with those.
Was that one of my sent you, Stephen?
It may very well have been.
Awesome.
I've still got to do. I still have to do a couple of the other ones, but I have glow in the dark blue and green polymaker filament that I'm going to use for that.
What's the V0 doing?
Printing minis, but the builder of that machine is in lobby, so I just wanted to post it up. I'm very happy with this machine. I'm very excited about it, and I use it quite a lot to make minis.
Hey, I know that spool holder.
It's literally the best one. I've said it repeatedly. It's actually feeding the artisan right now. So the machine on the left is the artisan, the bamboo's on the right, but the one that matters is the.
So when I did mine, I was like, you know what? I want to save myself some filament. So we made some adjustments. I had a bunch of these metal poles
He wants me to print something.
from a trampoline. So I took and cut those down. Made the slots holes big enough that this would fit through it. And then, as you can see, I stopped these prints short. Right, I just kept swapping filaments and like just finishing up rolls of filament. I'm like, you
Chasing
know
your
what?
tails. Yeah.
That's plenty thick enough.
Yeah.
We're just going to stop it here.
Well,
And
mine's feeding 2 reels right now.
oh, nice.
I could show you, but it's feeding 2 reels. It's because the artisan's running some charity stuff. But you can see here, it's actually feeding 2 reels. And then, you know, of course, got to give the promo, right? Got to give the promo. You know, I gotta, you know, gotta be a little bit excited. I can show it again, but yeah. So, shout out Digital Dragon, shout out KB3D. Again, that's my miniatures machine. I'm actually doing product testing on that.
Luke, what community project are we talking about here?
It's literally like I've said it. I've tried to find other ones. I don't use the in feed for it or anything. The KB3D clip and the Jeep insert are two of the best designs in the entire world. Whether you know anything about 3D printing or not, they are absolutely, without a doubt, two of the best designs in the entire 3D print world. One saves you, what, $125 a side, and the other saves your filament.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I need to do is I need to get this done. Alex,
Luke, I'll print one and bring it with me to Rocky Mountain and hand it to you in person.
if I ever get this done, I'll do a full plate one and get it to
Luke will be able to sleep in it at night.
And you can put a cat in there and clamp him down.
Better make air holes.
PETA.
So I just dropped the camera, but that's what's running. I'm doing test runs right now, so I just can't show too much of it. But that's yeah.
Jeff, what's up, bud? So yeah.
Right.
Other than that,
how you doing, Jeff?
I've been making a bunch of maker chips.
Oh yeah, I got some.
Dragon says he's been sick. He's probably not going to make Rocky Mountain.
What?
If you got sinus problems, we got the cure.
That's not good.
A little bit of Pex Peppers.
Yeah, I got mine today. I've ate like 3 sandwiches with that stuff on it.
Yep.
It's crack.
My kid in Chicago should be getting hers here pretty soon.
Luke, is Ecovate going to be there?
Ones.
If so, I send it with them.
So
I'm just really bad about making it to the post office.
So I ended up having a maker chip idea today. Since like you guys that have YouTube channels and so on have your QR codes on the back that link up to your channels, websites, etc. I started thinking about a QR code. So Captain Kern made me one up that if you scan it, it links to my Tinker Atlas.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought I was pretty proud of that little brain part that I had. I thought
that's
better.
That's good.
Then it gives everybody your address. You doxed yourself.
You're assuming that it's on.
Depends on how accurate it is on Tinker Atlas,
Yeah, well, considering one of my favorite jokes is that my address is the only thing normal about me, it's not too hard to guess where I'm at.
No.
K2 Kevin has 56,000 followers on MakerWorld, and that was his first models. Can't say I was the one that told him to do it, but I'm definitely gonna say I was the one that told him to do it. I like I said, it's such a neat application of the K2 clip, and it's the best holder that I've found, period. And I'm not trying to butter anybody up, I don't care, but there's a reason why I use it.
I only use mine for 3 and 5 kilogram spools, and it just kind of goes to whatever printing I happen to be printing large spools of filament on.
So did you guys see where the gates of hell have opened and Chuck Norris passed away?
Did. It was very sad. We're gonna have to come up with a whole new round of Chuck Norris jokes.
We have to completely recalculate our defense plan.
Yeah. Now we're going to spend 90% of our budget on defense.
Just
So, yep, like Pesla said, 86 was a long life.
Yeah, it was. He was a legitimately good dude
Yep.
by all accounts.
And then
Um,
we had RJ's birthday earlier this week.
yep, 21,
Yep.
finally.
Yep. 21 going on 12 like the rest of us.
Yep.
let's see.
I think he was having some issues for like the last 10 years or so. Chuck Norris wasn't
I
Yeah,
have no idea. No
he?
idea.
But
This family
yeah,
was pretty private about things like that.
yeah,
they were wise enough to stay out of the limelight for the most part.
Yeah.
yeah,
And the only thing I ever saw his wife in was that commercial for the supplements that he was selling for a minute there.
Mhm.
yep. And the total body gym thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We
When we were
can't.
in the Bahamas, the little boat tour we were on took us right by his Bayside house. That place was something.
Nice.
He was neighbors with Oprah, at least in the Bahamas he was.
That's cool. I'd planned my trips accordingly then.
Right, right. Wouldn't that be awesome to have your problem being which neighbor you have at which house on which tropical island?
It would be.
I
I don't
wouldn't
even
mind
think
having
that's a
those
first
problems.
world problem.
No,
I
no.
still think we need to manufacture our own island and call it.
Well, there's already an island of plastic out in the middle of the ocean. We can just start moving it.
Yeah, but you got to admit, me walking out there in the middle of the ocean and planting a flag like Columbus or something is going to be ridiculous. I am not Neil Armstrong.
Well,
The
that and the
worst.
plastic bottle's just going to roll away and the flag's going to go right through.
Well, truth be told, actually, they have been cleaning it up, but there are places in which you can walk on it. There are also
Yeah.
places where if you step in the wrong spot, you'll fall right through it and get tied up in it.
Yeah, I've seen that movie. It didn't end well.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, my luck, the day I set foot on that thing is the day that the megalodon comes back to the world.
Yeah, I was in a night in Paris or something, and they were swimming up under there doing an ecological study. And oh, look, here comes a big shark. Let's pet it. No, no,
Let's
don't
pet
pet it.
it. No, sharks are not for cuddling.
No.
Well, well,
Yeah, no. Oh,
Oh,
it went to it went to Paris or something, and it was gnawing on people like they were hors d'oeuvres. You can't.
Yeah.
Here we have the mythological alligators in the sewer, and apparently in Paris they had sharks.
All
yeah.
right.
Let's
But oh, I don't know.
let's face it. People do stupid stuff.
Oh,
Jeff says it's kind of strange seeing me sitting on a couch or when I was out and about driving around. When we were traveling down to your place instead of
Yeah.
being in front of some printers. I think.
Uh, B Dog, what's up, man?
I tried that. I printed that spool rewinder. Thought I was
And
being
that turned out.
slick. It turned out fine until I put the roll that I was trying to re-spool is a KVP roll, and it's just a little bit too wide.
Mm.
You're sitting there cranking on that handle. It actually snapped the filament about a third of the way into respooling it.
Ah,
I've
So
always wanted to make one of those, but the problem is the filaments have such memory, right? So it's going to have lots of issue at the beginning and the end of the spool where you're trying to take large
the di-
diameter, put it on small, and then small diameter and put it on large.
so the only reason that I did this one is because the roll that I had, I put it on a printer and was feeding it, and every 20 minutes it had a tangle. And
you will love that power supply, Nemesis.
you go over there and you pull it off and you do your little rodeo gig where you widen the loop and unwrap it and you put it back on there and it trucks along and then oh look, there's another tangle. But I've only had two spools. Two spools
I'm lazy.
in my time that's ever done that.
I'd
Yeah.
be tempted to stick an old Creality stepper motor and an old crappy Creality board on that thing and just tell it to start going.
That's that's like what I've always thought about it. And you can put a tension gauge in as well as a limit switch. So if it gets too tight, it clicks the limit switch and shuts it off. I I'm really bad because I have all these ideas but I never finish them. But yeah, like a winder should be powered. I know some people put drills on them, and remember you don't need like a super tight wind.
No.
Actually,
Right.
a super tight wind will actually cause you problems during printing.
I mean, I was talking about a Creality stepper. If it gets too tight, the shaft's just gonna snap off.
No, but you could put a tension gauge on it, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, you could, or a clutch. Put a
Yeah.
clutch on it.
Yeah. Clutches are fairly easy, or a load sensor.
Yeah.
All
So it's
right.
like,
Yeah.
Or set it up with Clipper and set it up for sensorless homing. That
Yep.
way,
The tension
that's
gets too. Yeah, the amps go
that's the
up.
that was the plan for the board. Like that, I have a clipper board that's just sitting around with steppers. I'm ready to build with, and that's I want to do a bunch of things where you just randomly motorize things and run like an unlimited G code, and just have the motor turn off, turn on, and then have a speed adjuster on it, and you can just attach it to a bunch of different things. And with the clipper, it's so easy because you just watch it through the clipper interface, right? Like, oh,
yeah.
my load is too high. Stop, rewind.
Mm. And then you hit update and you have to reflash everything.
Well,
Use the non-silent driver board and make it do the Super Mario song while it does it.
yep. We were talking about that on the show the other day. I gotta take a break here in a minute, there, Alex. But we were talking about that on the other show. The new machines sound great. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate them. But when I had 5 machines going, and they
It,
all didn't, they all were on normal steppers. My dad and I used to sit here, and we could turn the TV off and just listen to the machines work.
Oh yeah.
And it
yep.
was just like a choir of machines. But it's not for everyone. I understand why silent steppers are a thing, but it was just when you one machine by itself is obnoxious. 2, you start getting really nice, and then once you have 3 going, doing same pattern or different pattern, it's just so beautiful. And then you just get bigger than that, right?
You do
Oh,
like
yeah. You
three
got
of
about 4
them.
of them going in bass mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do three of them. You got each one of them playing a segment for The Legend of Zelda or something.
Yeah. And it's very like I'm not big on the G code, but it's not that hard to learn. Like right now, my Voron actually chimes SOS when it's finished.
Oh yeah. Last time I was on here, I was complaining about having problems with the cartographer, and Cybertech actually helped me figure it out finally. I mean, I was on their Discord. I've had all kinds of help from very smart and helpful people, and everybody ended up just kind of like, hell, I don't know. This is weird. No, but it never happens this way. And so the Wi-Fi was not working quite right on that machine, and I stuck my Wi-Fi bridge in the basement and plugged it into the um, Ethernet port, and just went on with life. And so what Cybertech had said was, I don't know, maybe it's, you got some kind of a clipper issue. That's why that's not working, or maybe interference off the Wi-Fi bridge because it's wireless and plugs into the Ethernet cord. But I have like 3 printers all talking to this Wi-Fi bridge. wirelessly, and then the one that's plugged into. So long story short, I deleted out clipper screen, and mainsail, reloaded them all back in, made really sure that I said no to network manager, just in case I forgot to last time. Fired it up, and I have not had a single homing failure since after I got that Wi-Fi bridge out from under it. So I don't know if it was a clipper problem or if that Wi-Fi bridge was giving it some kind of interference. But now I have the cartographer experience everybody talks about, where it just works. I'm very happy.
I have the same
Thankful
problem
for
that
everybody that
Prime
tried to
has.
help me out with it.
Is like if I have too many machines on, I don't have enough amperage in my apartment. I blow fuses. I don't have breakers in my apartment. I have fuses. So it's like I have to be careful what I plug in and how much I plug in.
Yeah. Well, for my printer area down there, it's in my basement. I ran circuits over there specifically for the printers, so I got some amperage to spare in my little corner there.
I have 50 amps total in my suite.
At this point, I'm starting to get worried about blowing my main breaker in my house.
I have 60 amps just in my little workshop area.
You
I think
make
I've
me sad.
Because I
I'm
only have a 100 amp service, right?
Yeah.
right.
And then these two 30 amp heaters, so 60 amps there. Turn on the oven and the cooktop and the
Yeah.
dryer,
Well, if you
a
are
whole
at
bunch of printers.
80% of your 100 amps, which would be 80 amps for a sustained time period, that's all it takes to trip that main. 80% of the load for sustained time is the
I
trip.
promise you that thing sits at 80% or above a lot.
You know, maybe you got one of those Pacific panels or something where they trip after the fire.
There it is.
So I've got like in this mess down here. There's like three different 20 amp legs that I feed off of, and if I've got the Trident sitting over here where it's supposed to be, then I have the Trident, the 2.4, and the V Core over here. If I start them up and heat soak them to where they reach temperature and then they throttle, if I do them sequentially, I don't have a
Yeah,
problem.
that's what Nemesis was just talking about, having to stage them.
But if I fire up the Trident and the 2.4 at the same time, it pops it.
Yeah, well, that's all your amp draws, the inrush on the initial startup, getting the heaters up to temp. Once you're they go to like 100%, so you start getting near temp, and then they start on the
That's right.
PWM working their way down. Yeah.
I really want to see what happens with this because the Venture, when it preheats, it is supposed to bring one bed to temperature and then throttle it, and then another bed to temperature and then throttle it. So because it's four independent beds, and you don't want to do a straight 120, a straight draw off of all four beds at one time, not on a 20 amp.
Yeah, John Doe and I figured out that watching your PWM is a good troubleshooting tool. I was getting abnormal temperature on the Trident. Turned out that my ceramic heater on the hot end was going bad, and you watch the PWM, it's just trying to maintain a normal, like a 250 temp, and it was sitting there having to run 100% in order to hold that 250. Where normally, like you're already up to temp and just cruising. You
Yeah.
like 17, 20% to maintain, and you're
Right.
sitting there cranking at 100%. So the heater itself had gone bad.
But you got to applaud it for the effort.
Oh, it was making the effort.
I need to. I've got. I need
It
to.
it got a participation trophy.
When I went to Alex's. I saw he had a whiteboard there, and I put me a whiteboard over here, and I keep adding my projects to it, and all I do is get. It's depressing me, is what it's doing.
Yeah, just pick one you feel like you can finish and knock that one out, and then you'll feel a little better.
I try to keep everything in my notebook, but I'm falling so behind. I think I have 60 outstanding projects, and I keep starting new ones that are easy.
I'm just a chaos goblin. I'll just lay whatever project I want to do next, like in my way, so I trip over it, and it reminds me, "Hey, dummy, start working on that."
I'm in my basement. I
It's
trip over
always
it.
the second most important project that we want to do, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Well, I mean,
But yeah, I'm the
I
same
look
way with notebooks too.
I look on
Whiteboards,
the board.
notebooks.
I look on the board and I'm like 4 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours, 12 hours, and I just pick the quickest one that I can get done to get it off of the board. So that way I feel like I'm accomplishing something. But the problem is when I walk over to take something off the board, I think of two more things I can put on it.
Nice.
What's the time frame you got next to the venture? Is that just an infinity symbol or
Look.
it's
So
like the venture
okay.
Ouroboros? Oh wait, no, never mind.
So here's the
Hey,
thing.
hey, even you drew
Millwright
your
brought
8
up earlier.
sideways.
I did. I printed like a bunch of stuff for my daughter, my oldest daughter, and my grandson because next weekend my wife and the grandkids and my oldest daughter are going to Kentucky. There's some kind of a con thing down there, and they're going to do a Boulder's Gate, whatever. I made him some kind of a
Sounds like a
morning.
good time. I love that game.
You know, that's why they're not taking me. Uh,
So
so
they can have a good time.
yeah, because I'm the wet blanket. You know. See,
I
this is
never
the
guess.
camera thing is really screwing with me because I think it's this eye, and it's not this eye; it's this eye. I don't know. But when they leave next weekend, my entire weekend, I will. That's what I'll do. I will do the entire weekend on the venture next week. This weekend, this coming weekend. What's today? Today's Friday. I could do it
Today
this
is
week.
Friday.
I could do it this weekend.
Yep.
Okay, so I will be okay this weekend, Alex. This weekend, Alex.
Man, that whole extended vacation's got you all messed up on the calendar.
Oh God. Hopefully, I get that resolved really soon. But I will get up in the morning. I'm not going to. I will get up by 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to push myself, and I will come down here, and I will take that camera and set it down here on the tripod, so I get a nice under the desk shot, and I will work on this venture all this weekend.
I would love a little extra free time, but not by any of the methods of my present company.
Doing me dirty, man. Doing me dirty.
Wait.
yeah. So the old lady, so her family's all going to Tennessee for a week, right? She's like, "Would you be mad if I went with them?" No. She's like, "Yeah, you would. I can tell by the tone of your voice." No, I would not be mad if you went with them. Like, oh shit, I'll be okay. I'll survive. I will
I
sit
wonder if I
around
can
and
arrange
do
a delivery
nothing
date for
in
that guy.
quiet.
So for anybody that wants to, I'll go one out. If you're not on Alex's Discord, 9:30 at the absolute latest, I will be in your garage channel with a camera going and looking like an absolute fool putting this thing together.
See, now I don't stream on the weekends, right? So what I'm thinking, maybe I just set up a stream where all it does is stream my Discord chat so we can all watch you on my stream.
Oh,
I'd
that
wa-
would be
I'd,
really
I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
I would come Murph. Yeah, I'd have to mammoth you at the Murph or
Yeah,
vulture
I got
you.
to take a little trip to Chicago and clean out the garage this weekend, but I'll squeeze a little time in there to try to assemble some more blasters. I
Shay
have
is
a
in
table full of them.
Shay is in Chicago. They have their little basketball shooting robot competition.
Oh,
Uh,
that's cool. Yeah, I
so
like that
they
one.
it's got, I think they're 48-volt motors, and they've got it set up RC, and then the whole floor is covered up with like yellow dodgeballs, and it just runs
Mm.
around and it sucks up like 8 or 9 of them, and then they target it and just thump, 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 thump. And it's their little competition is to see who can get the most hoops or the most targets in a certain limited amount of time. So she's gone doing that all weekend. Mama's doing her thing all weekend. So
Rooted in
I will
vitro
have
has
my
joined
weekend
us and says, "What up, guys?" or "What's
uh,
up, guys?"
to blow stuff up. Not really blow stuff up. I don't want to blow stuff up. Although I have enough parts. If I do blow stuff up, I can.
So, Alex, I got a
I
question about your interest in a manual mill.
Yeah.
So, as you know, 3D printing a manual mill is not going to perform very well, right?
No.
What are your intentions to cut? I was thinking about it the other day, and just a brain experiment, which is what I like to do. What do you want to cut with it?
enemies, honestly.
Aluminum, aluminium, depending on where you're from. Uh,
What type of aluminum? Because there is different types. Are you going as
Probably 60,
aircraft aluminum?
61, 70, 75.
Yeah, so you're aiming for aircraft aluminum. Okay.
Yeah. Um, Carbon fiber uh, sheet.
You would not want to manually machine carbon fiber.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's the dust. The dust is
Oh,
really
then I
bad.
don't fucking care. We're going to make.
Oh, okay. It's just milling carbon fiber because of the resin and the carbon wire is very hazardous to your health. Like really
Yeah, it's going to
hazardous.
be the healthiest thing I've done in my entire career.
Fair enough. It lives in the same world as asbestos, just so you know. Asbestos B, actually. But
Yeah, no, I'll have.
He'll get a ventilator.
Yeah, I have one over there.
because I have been thinking about it, and I was thinking about doing a small one and seeing if we could like start off milling something simple and then work our way up to a bigger machine. I don't have a spindle, but maybe I'll draw one, and we could talk about it. Because like there is ways to do it. There is like legitimate ways to do it.
Yeah. So the new Milo, West 3D posted a video, all right? And
What version 3? I have pictures of it. I think. Hold on.
no, it's like I don't know what one it is, but they have a manual pendant, right? And I would love that, right? A mill that used something similar to that, right? So where I could just plug in, okay, I need you to cut from this coordinate to that coordinate. Um, Let me drag this up here. So yeah, you see this in the background, the Millennium Pendant.
Yep.
Um,
Which is this base
yeah,
right here.
no, the pendant in front of that base.
This right here.
That.
Yep.
What? Yeah,
Yeah. So it
Yeah,
has a manual control on it. Yeah.
yeah. So that's
Manual
what I
carbon control.
want. Like a mill with that. I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to send it G code. I just want a mill with that.
that's that was why I got this monstrosity for the 1.5.
Uh,
And it's like 80%.
Yeah.
1.5 in the background.
So would that be the Washington State compliant controller then?
But this
I don't
thing
know
was
if I still have a bunny suit or not, Luke.
always.
We got a bunch of them at work, and then they didn't want them, and they gave them to us. And then a couple years later, ordered the same bunny suits again, and still haven't used them. As far as I know, anyway, they might have used them since I've been out. But Martin, what's up, bud?
Yeah, so that's a 1.5 on the top of the box that says Millennium.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, up there, that's a 1.5. I don't know what that is next to it, unless that's just the
Well, that's an all aluminum head assembly.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have I think it was called like an Iron Heart or something, where you could produce the Milo, and when you originally produced the Milo, the spindle enclosure is printed, and it's a bear, but it was printed, and then they had the files where you could mill aluminum stock in order to do the aluminum bracket to hold it.
So the problem I have with my mill is I use Lubin slicer for my milling, and I can't set it to downhill mill only, which is what I really wanted to do. It just does like coordinate pass like a Cartesian would, because it's a Cartesian machine. So actually, I need some help with that, because I've almost got my hands on some marine brass and aircraft aluminum, and I want to do some milling of that for my next project. I think I told you guys about the bamboo, right? I got a bamboo board that I want to try and mill, but bamboo has a tendency to shatter when you mill it. So I was gonna ball and mill it.
Yeah. So yeah, John, the 1.5 is what's pictured right there, and it was the original release for the Millennium Machine LDO kit.
This one right here.
That right there.
That's because chat's asking. That is the first production model.
Yes.
That's the model you build. So 1.5. I don't know how they got to 1.5 on it, but that's where they got to it. And remember, there's no air jet on this, and there's no fluid milling. Now I have heard you could put a sump on it. I haven't seen anything about that. I don't know.
They talk about it on their Discord.
Yeah.
My concern looking at that is, how are you keeping chips out of that lead screw axis? It's just completely exposed on the wall.
Oh, on the 1.6, you can see here, like, the bed is all open, right? But this is like, when I was talking to Digital Dragon about it, I was asking about this.
Okay, they 3D printed baffles.
Yeah.
Like sliding baffles.
And if you don't want to print them, you can actually purchase cloth baffles that you could install on it off of like AliExpress or anything along that lines.
I'm fascinated by this machine, but I do not have enough left. I get nervous running the artisan milling, and I know this has got how much power is? I have a 200 watt spindle on my machine. What's the spindle on this? 500.
I don't know. If Jose's in chat, he could tell you.
Yeah, the spindle on mine is 120. It's not a 220 spindle, and it'll do. It's like I can't remember.
Because remember, I have to be very careful with how much power I pull. That's why I'm always apprehensive to use my mill or my laser, because I have to rebuild my lab to accommodate the tooling that was sent with Snapmaker. They did actually send an air filter, so I have to take the time and build my lab. But summertime's coming, so I'll be able to vent outside, which is even better for me.
Mm-hmm. I got Milo. I had a plan when I bought Milo.
Oh, okay. The two will be out. So
Jose, I don't believe you. Send me one to prove it.
Yeah, I'd love, especially if it has soft start. I would be into it. Yeah. Okay, so 2,000 watt. I have a 200 watt, 10 times the power. Is there any more stuff you guys want to see? Because these are pictures from Smurf, and I can post more. But
Jose, is that pendant coming stock with the V2?
You just give him an idea. Now they're going to throw a pendant in there, Alex.
I need to step away for a moment or two and
It's the
stretch.
one
But
thing I've been asking for the whole time. Like, that's what I want. I don't want to go into fusion, the kind of machining that I want to do. Now, I take it back. There's some things that I would probably need to do and send. So having the ability to do it would be okay. But on a daily basis, most of the milling that I would end up doing would be like doing it manually with that pendant.
So you can look. You can look on Millennium Machines Discord, or I think West 3D's got a couple of them, a couple of videos on it. That is like a $15 part on Amazon, and then you're putting in a chipset and reconnecting some wiring, and then wiring it to the board. If you're smart, which I'm clearly not, you run an external plug and you plug this into the external plug, because turning that thing over every time you want to hook something to the board is a bear.
Yeah. I think if I did it, I would probably end up doing the enclosure for it because.
oh yeah, it's gonna be loud. Like that's one of the big that's why the Snapmaker has the enclosure, because it is friggin' loud at 200 watts.
Like, I don't know, it's me. So at the end of the day, I'm going to do way more than I'd ever need.
We're
I'm going to go overkill on everything.
preview coming attractions, folks. We're going to
But
have a little stream series.
110% or nothing, damn it.
sure, which I'm into. You know me. Run faster. Chips should be blue, but chips should be blue. Like I don't know what you want me to say. Like if your chips aren't blue, you're going too slow. But the thing I worry about is, does it have a soft start? Because it needs all these machines, especially since we're getting bigger and bigger, they need soft starts, or I can't use them.
I would imagine it does. Yeah.
Well, even on single phase.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Alan even talked about in one of his videos that he was showing off. So it might have been, yeah, I think it was the Milo or the other one from the same team, but it's called something else. That he was talking about the soft start on it.
Because you know what I would love to do for you guys? I'd love to, especially since everybody's getting really, really excited about Midwest. I'd love to do some pocket wedges with bottle openers and have Murph 2026 on them. I don't know how I can do that. I don't know if I need help with that or whatever, but I would love to do that even on my machine. I don't know if I'd have to ship them down. There's a couple of you guys who are nice enough that I can ship you something, but that I would love to do that for you guys. And what would be even better is we could take marine brass and jam the marine brass in an oxidizing bath, like vinegar and salt, and get that green aged look on them, and then go from there. That's like, I would love to do that. I don't know how I can do that. So if anyone has a suggestion, please hit me up on all socials. I'm available. But I don't know how I would get down that road.
I don't know, but I'd absolutely hit you up on one of those. I've got a small collection of bottle openers for various streamers and various people in our community where they've had them made or make them themselves.
Pocket, because remember, a big inspiration for me is Jimmy DeRissa, right? But pocket pry bars, because my hands are no good, opening pop bottle or opening pop cans, opening boxes and stuff, and then a little bottle opener for like Jones Soda, like that would be amazing if you asked me. And I just don't know how I get down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, I think LTX made them out of stainless. They're about the size of a business card, and they've got the the geometry in the middle of it.
I can't cut stainless. The highest I can cut is like aircraft aluminum. I can cut mild steel, but really slow and really loud. And I have to take the air pump and make an air jet to keep that head cool. right? So I can go and the machine over delivers, like the artisan over delivers with that 200 watt, but it's yeah. I need some help. I don't know what rabbit hole. I know what I want. I can make the design. I don't know. I want to get away from the Lubin slicer for it because I don't like that it paths like a printer. I want it to path like a mill, if that makes sense. Even like a high density copper would be cool. Because like everyone thinks, oh, copper's super soft. Depends on the copper, right? And like people don't know that. And just having something real that ages with people and it has some life to it, that's what's nice about those red metals, right? Like, I don't know if you guys are into red metal smithing or not, but that's one of the coolest things about red metals is they age and they have some life to them. And like I was showing with that Protopass embedded iron, I don't know how tough it is because I think there's a lot of metal in it, but man, is it like this here? This is beautiful. I'm getting a little dark in the lab here. I'll turn some lights on for you guys, but this is just like, that is just a beautiful look if you ask me. I love machines though, so I don't know. I have some more photos from Smurf if anyone's interested. I can stop sharing screen now if you want, but I just wanted to show this because like Jose's sitting here and he knows I'm a fan of LDO.
What's up, Maker Viking? Yeah, so I'm looking at the specs on my compressor. I've got 7 SCFM at 125 PSI on my compressor. So I could run an air jet on something, you know. Yeah.
You just position
that's
it.
The laser air jet.
On your,
like that's that. I know I can rig this to a head, like a head cooling jet. This is designed for their laser, but I don't know where to go with it, but I have it in mind what I want to do.
Uh-oh, Maker Vikings in.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. What's he doing awake?
He's playing with Tinker Atlas.
Of course he is. So if there's anything else you guys want to see from the event, I can bring it up if you want.
Yeah, if there's anything you got.
This is cool. This I
found exciting. If anybody's got pictures of Maker Millwright, they might like to share.
No, don't do that. No. Especially like outside the show. If you have pictures of me outside the show, let's not talk about that. I do not drink and I do not smoke. I am a good gentleman.
Wait till you're around me for about 45 minutes. You'll want to drink something.
I find you boys incredibly charming, and I love coming here for the stream. I was talking to Alex about it previously. So I don't know this gentleman's name, but man, was he nice. This is a Voron Zero that's been elongated, and it's got the Mad Max tool swapper on it. This was one of the coolest things at Smurf. And he's like, well, I can't get it to print right now because I'm having some troubles, but I can give you the cycle for the tool swapping. And it blew me away, the tool swapping on it. Because, again, one of the things I would love to see is being able to do a support material and a base material. Or dual color, right? And one of the things I'd also, like we've talked about it, Alex, where I would love to see a a filament swapper on one of the heads. That I'd love to do that on my Voron. My Voron is just a beautiful machine. It works good. I've never had any problems with it. The problem I had was with the networking because I get a little nervous about networking, but this is one of the coolest machines from the event. I can go through and show stuff if anyone's interested. Smurf was a true adventure for me, and it was really, really beautiful. But we don't need to share photos of me. That's
my Discord link is in the description, or just go ahead and tag at ProjectsInDadsGarage and Maker Millwright's Discord. Either one, I'll get it. Just go ahead.
I'll find some stuff. Actually, you know what? I'll leave that screen sharing. Hold on. Sorry, I keep turning the share screen off.
I keep looking at that and seeing it still says T101.
Dun, 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 dun.
James Burton Very English dude, very nice dude. Too humble in my opinion. Really obnoxiously humble and sweet, and just so too chill. Alan from Mantic, really? It's super nice. I met him twice. But this is the ball runner. I don't know the actual name of it. This is the ball runner that James Burton shows off all the time.
That's one of them that sits on it, and it's got the single ball up underneath of it, like a unicycle with a ball.
Well, I was talking to him, and I do follow his work. He has a dual version of this. And then one of the things when I was talking to him was, so I'm a huge Arduino guy. I know everyone's like Raspberry Pi, ESP32. I love that there's so many Arduinos sitting around. Like, I have 8 of them, right? They're, I just have to get into the Python coding for them. But when I was talking to him, I said, like, these are really cool. Like, can I buy a kit? He's like, no, it's open source. You can get your own. You can get kits made. So he's like, everything is open source.
Like, the dog has always been. It's always been on my list because I'm a big fan of like the Boston Dynamics dog.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you see little kits pop up on real.
Do you want?
And they're like $200, $300, whatever else, and then you get to looking at it, and it's like this big.
Yeah, well, the one that what was his name? Oh, he's such a good content creator. Sorry, go on. I'll get it.
I have hippopotamus cats. Big. I want one big enough to chase my cats.
When I talked to him, he said they're modular, they're open source, and like you could just get a kit. You could just go to a supplier and say, "Hey, I need 10 of these." And that you always say when people always ask me why 10. Well, because when I build something, I want everyone else to be able to build it too. So that's what I'm interested in. I'm always looking at ways because again, I really think Sam Prentice has done something amazing for the community. You look at Sam Prentice, you look at K2 Kevin. Those two have really stood out in the community for accessibility. With the modern format of the Maker chip, you've got Chris Perillo doing it. You got Layer X Layer doing it. There's lots of stuff in that. So I'd love to get more into the robotics side of things. And he, like I said, James Burton was such a sweet man. Too chill for me. E3D website. I got a thing for purple if you didn't know.
Got the files for that RC car. I need to get a kit for it. That's another thing I need to get from Dan.
Another thing I'm burnt out on.
I bought the files. I just never got around to...
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what he's got a photo of.
Oh, index.
There's that and the dirty C word.
I could not believe how chill Martin from Bontech was. I was over there. He's like, dude, like come. I told him my history, and he knows a little bit about me. He's like, dude, come to our factory. He's like, you're already here. I was like, dude, if my feet weren't so bruised, I would have stayed another week in Europe and just done factory tours, like for real. So maybe we get back to Europe soon. I don't know, but I can tell you right now, Bontech, their factory, their lead distributor. I don't know what his title is. I'll have to find it. But he was so nice, and Cookie Cat was so nice when I talked to them. Who else did I talk to? Yeah, I talked to the Muon guys. These guys were super nice. I told them they were super nice. These guys were super nice. They're the ones doing the fancy positron.
You mean the Proton?
I guess.
The Proton is the positron that's the size of a proof set. It's the bigger one.
This one's volume is 200 by 180 by 160.
It's a Proton.
And they were super, super happy about the technology they used to make the bed a PEI sheet. Mm-hmm. To put a texture on the bed. Man, and his disassembly and like for a travel printer. Remember, like I'm into that, right? I think, yeah. There's some views here. Voron. When I was talking to the guys at Voron, they were saying nothing about the IDEX, the 2.4 IDEX that they showed at Formnext. They had no information on it. They were being super, super chill. And I asked them all about it, and there's a beautiful.
That
zero.
wasn't that wasn't their IDEX that was there.
Yeah.
It was somebody else that made the IDEX out of a 2.4, but it was not part of the Voron team.
I want to put the IDEX on the Venture, or Index rather.
I don't know. There's a lot of like food stuff on my travel, so that's probably boring. So, but yeah, like the oh yeah, because like I was there for a week, right? So, I took pictures and I got to do a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I'm gonna basically do a YouTube video for each day. The guys from 3DFM, no North American distribution. That's actually what I'm testing right now. No North American distribution, but they were super nice. They're from Turkey. I met their. Let me see here. They were super chill when I told them I was a designer. I was like interested. By the way, Coco Press, I love you guys. If you guys see this video, I love you, Coco Press. They were
Old lady
so
would
chill.
not complain if I made a Cocoa Press, that's for sure.
Yeah, Martin from Bondtech, he was super nice. And the guys from, because I got a couple of their contacts here. The guys from 3DFM, they were so chill. By the way, I couldn't get anywhere near BTT when it was running. Man, was I disappointed. I love Big Tree Tech, man. Like BQ,
It was the same way at 3D Printopia, man. Good luck getting, I tried talking to them. I've been trying to get in touch with Big Tree Tech forever.
I was talking to them for a while. They were super nice. Again, talking to the Cookie Cat people, their colors are incredible. I'm into this green and this purple. The photos, the white balance is so out on these, but they're amazing. And
That's
again,
weird. That's the colors of my my Delta that I just printed.
Did you use Cookie Cat?
Yep. It is Witch's Blue is the purple.
Yep.
And Green Apple Elixir is the green.
All those colors kill me, man.
Yeah.
Of course,
legit.
You guys know Polymaker Joel.
Whatchamacallit in Miller.
There's our boy Polymaker Joel, and then Zach. Zach was trying to get into every photo I took. He was so fun. If Zach 3D Print his website, but he's a YouTuber. So fun. He's trying to get into every photo. He'd bump into me every time I took a photo. So.
I just want to point out that some Rep Fest are having a complaint against Nerf blasters. Meanwhile, Smurf has a tank.
Yeah, they
That's
did. Yeah,
in the UK, folks. Come on, we gotta America this stuff a little bit better.
We need to get Brad, and Brad needs to do the Moab. And then we need to find out who I need to jump in order to get the XL files to the Death Racers so we can build the industrial size one to strap the Moab to.
I was just looking at what was I looking at? I was looking at Antweight flamethrower units. They're so illegal in Canada, I can't build them. But an Antweight with a flamethrower was like where the can is just hanging out. Oh, I was such a fan.
Just remember, it's never a war crime the first time.
That's what I keep telling everyone. They're Geneva suggestions. We're Canadian up here, right? We don't like war. Don't include us in war. We don't like war. Then, maybe they
We've
make
heard some
more.
stories of what happens when the Canadians go to war, though.
Yeah, we don't like war.
Your
so
reputation may precede you a bit.
Just don't invite us. Whenever there's a war, just make sure not to invite us, and there won't be any problems. Because they might have to add new things to the Geneva suggestions. And remember, I'm just waiting for the government to say, yeah, you can build whatever you want. I'm honestly just waiting for that. Whenever they say I can do it, I'll do it.
Hey, listen, it's only a problem if you get caught, right?
The problem is I'm a live streamer, so I'm gonna get caught.
Start a second channel. Maker Millwright in America.
Like we're in a well, I don't think
AWOL.
If I'm down there. If I'm down there and I'm in a state where the compliancy rules, I think I think the laws in Canada say you can live by the laws of the land and you won't get in trouble here in Canada.
Well, I mean,
So,
typically it's whatever country you're in, right? The
but
laws apply.
sometimes as a citizen of a different nation, there's different rules. That's why I have to, like, I warn people, like, that's why I can't do certain things. So, yeah, a lot of this stuff is like ends up being my travel. I can show you guys a bunch of cool like machines and stuff because I went to a bunch of museums and stuff while I was there.
I've got a
Uh,
flamethrower. If you make it to Murph, I'll bring the flamethrower. You can.
yeah, I would need a laptop. I would need Tinkercad, and I would need. Well, I don't. I need any CAD program. I can learn pretty quick, and then I need a printer. And then, listen, whatever you want me to build, I'm happy to build.
Rook Mark II got released today, apparently.
Where's
One that.
where's
So,
Camrock?
yeah, I don't know.
So he enclosed it for the most part.
I think it's enclosable. But yeah, it's mostly 3D printed, little V0 size printer.
I like it.
Uh,
I'm into it, especially if the
I
precision is there.
The only
I want to build this with my daughters.
Yeah.
I've got two V0s that are sitting down there. They're not even in the rotation. And the one thing that I've always saw about the Rook that I got a kick out of was when he was pitching Mark One and he had it running. I mean, running. He had the carriage going front to back, and it was walking across the floor.
Yeah, that needs some balancing.
So Cocoa Press.
I just want to tell you how cool the people at Cocoa Press are. Like they are so chill, and how friendly they are. I just want to make sure that because I was like printed food, right? And then after I met the people from Cocoa Press, I was like, yeah, food. I don't know. When I meet people who make stuff, it changes my opinion a lot of the time.
Yeah. Second thing about Cocoa Press, they also own print kits, which is really cool. Me and my daughter have built the air hockey table and this little speaker, which is really cool, but it's only got two AA batteries in it, and the Bluetooth chip that's in it needs at least 3.7 volts to drive it. So it's got issues.
Can you
I plan
use
on
like a
replacing it.
battery charge circuit on it? Like a LiPo battery, like 3.6 volts or whatever it is?
USB plug it.
Well, no, because like you can get like a recharge circuit and a battery pack from something like Maker World or AliExpress.
I've got
you use
two
double A's.
No, these are lipos.
Oh, okay.
They I stole them out of my brother-in-law's old vapes.
Nice.
So I'm going to take and get some sort of charger and wire it up. I'll have to modify like this door or something and get a charger and put two of those in here. Either run in series or parallel. I don't think it's going to matter. I think in series I'll actually be able to get a little bit louder, and I think that chip will handle it.
Well, I can say nothing but beautiful things about the Voron 0.02, right? Like I have nothing but beautiful things to say about that machine. It's a workhorse. This is the Polymaker booth for anyone who missed it. This was a paint job by Mike Moans, the incredible model painter from Twitch. These guys were so much fun. I don't know too much about 123D, but these guys, when they blew a transmission on their Death Racer, they still wanted to fight. That's all my heart sang. I got to do something with the video. I promise I will do a YouTube for every day. But man,
that one on the right, he's got something stuck in his traps.
This one here?
Oh, that was your mouse. Never mind.
Yeah, that's me. That's all me.
I know we had Dave and
They
Jeremy was
fought.
at Murph last year, and Dave threw his track and he ran it until the axle melted.
Yep. Run it till it pops, baby. Like that's the millwright way, right? Run it till it pops and then make new parts. I do want to do a death racer as long as it's compatible with my BattleBot. That's what I'm. I did not get anywhere near Duet when anyone was at the booth. It was super hard, but this machine is so beautiful. I love seeing the guts of the machine. Maybe that's just the mechanic in me, but I just
Is that a
love that.
Titanic?
It's like the
Yes,
world's most overly complicated trident.
considering it's running 5 heads, yes.
Yeah, it looks like it's got the index system on it, but it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Duet has always been sort of a great company, right? There's the other side of the Duet. Look at that hot end.
So it's recently brought to my attention that Duet has servo drivers and stuff. Which I would be interested in checking out. But holy cow, is their stuff expensive
Yes. Sorry, I will stay on the Duet then.
in the fridge?
There's their dryer box with the feed, right? You can see all the runners. There's the in feed for everything. It's strange to me that the top is not enclosed, but
Yes.
whatever.
I think they've got that open because they got a CPAP on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can you guys. We can stay on whatever photos you want. I have a ton more. I do have someone who's willing to edit. I don't understand how to send them the files by day. I want to send them in day chunks. So, okay. Shout out to Josh and the Recreator 3D.
Ooh, it's a small version of it.
Yep. There's a kit.
Yep. I think
Um,
AB3D has this one. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
So shout out to look all of his hard work. I was watching his research. He has a shredder coming. I don't know how far he's gotten in it, but shredding pet and adding material, oh, we're cooking. So shout out to Josh, great work. And then there's another one. There's the Ender 3 conversion.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That's
right?
the only one I've seen before.
We try to support creators, right?
Or recreators.
Or recreators, that's right. Again, he's got a lot of effort and time into this. He's doing a lot of good work, if you ask me. Again, I'm not super into the pet printing though, because I know the natural flaws of it. But the fact that you can convert an Ender 3 frame and internals into an extruder is fantastic. Brilliant work.
That was one of those projects that my wife stumbled on, and because she drinks Diet Dr. Pepper, and I know they're smaller bottles, but once you get rid of the nubs and the top end, everything in between is viable for that. And we were sitting there. She was talking to me about it, and figured we could make in a month maybe make 4 or 5 rolls of filament out of it.
Well, and now because you have the bonding tools, when say you finish a bottle in this, and if you do make the mistake of just finishing the reel, you can actually get the new bonding tool, something like the Sunlu bonding tool, the Cretality bonding tool. You can rebond and have a continuous loop instead of just a short loop, right?
Right.
And then, so we all know this guy, don't we?
No, what does he do?
Who's this fine fella? Oh, do I have him? I don't know if I have all the photos in order. No, it doesn't look like I have them in order. Yeah, some extra photos. Everyone's trying to participate in what we're doing, so give me a second. I'll see if I can find it. Just let me see if I can find some Baby Belt stuff. If not, I'll upload them because I'm sure I have photos of Baby Belt.
So, Index crashed the internet again today?
Yes, they did. Yeah. First release day, and they break the internet. Good job, guys.
Have they shipped the ones that they sold before?
I don't know. Like I said, when I met them, though, they were super cool.
They may be using the same shipping partner as a certain other individual who will remain nameless. Don't put your
Like,
head in your hand,
I,
Alex.
I, I don't know. Super interesting product, but maybe get the people that paid for one to begin with theirs before you start taking orders for more.
I'm sorry, I just ended up going. I like industrialism, so England for sure. I have a lot of like industrial photos here. You can always catch it up on my Discord. I have, like I said,
Oh,
over
okay.
a
Not new orders. Just if you pre-ordered it before, you need to pay for it now. Okay, makes a little bit more sense. I was like, come on.
Way to handle that backlog, boys.
I thought for sure. Yeah, I thought for sure. Sorry, I'm very disorganized.
No.
Yeah, that makes more sense, Jose. Uh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound so down on companies for doing this, but at some point we've got to do better rather than continuing to just move the bar towards doing worse and just seeing how much consumers will take.
Well, they can always find a new way to reinvent the wheel and then flatten it.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Jose said all he knows is he didn't get
Get
one
one.
yet.
Did he not? Don't. So are you talking about Index, Jose? Tell me you're talking about Index and not the dirty one. Okay, that's fine. 'Cause yeah, I, my problem is this, and maybe it's just me personally. When they released the 2.4, it was the new shiny. I built a 2.4. I turned around. I had so much fun doing the 2.4. Everybody talks about out of the box. I built a Prusa. Later on, I built a Trident. I built a couple of V0s. I built a Rat Rig. I built a V Minion. My personal problem is the hype up. I've got this I've got this cabinet behind me. I got my hype up over it, and I got it. Now the hype's burned out. So
Yeah.
you I can do a pre-order, but my version of a pre-order is usually 2 months. After 2 months, my interest is gone, and then I'm just a bitter old man.
Yeah, and it's even more frustrating when you pre-order something than by the time it comes out, something better has already
Yeah,
been released 6 months ago.
yes.
Yeah, out of date. Yeah.
Yeah.
You order this, and it's V1, and then by the time you get V1, V4 is out.
Yeah. And it's extremely frustrating when it's like uh, 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 something is getting released and they announce it. They take pre-orders for it. And then it's like you find out that the development team is hard at work on working on the next thing rather than working on getting you the thing you paid for.
Yes.
Right? And I'm not saying I've caught 3D printing manufacturers in that yet, but that has definitely happened in like the gaming industry where the game is supposed to come out and they've done split their team, taken 70% of the staff and put them to work on another game, right? And it's like, no, bro, let's get back to work on the thing that we all paid for.
Yeah, I just
Thanks, Kern.
yeah, I just
Although,
this past year, I've done two pre-orders, and I have. I'm not doxing anybody here. Anybody that's actually spoken to me outside of anything like this knows who, and you can't go back on who sells it because whoever sells it, they can only rely on the information that they've been given. But out of the two things that I pre-ordered, the one that I thought was hopeless is the only one that's came through.
yeah. Well, I've got a couple pre-orders sitting out there. I've got one of them is a product that I paid for that I thought was shipping like immediately. We're at 4 months now.
Mm.
No. We'll talk privately outside of this.
But yeah,
But it's somebody at this point that I can't recommend anybody do business with anymore. And it's
you
unfortunate
if you do me
because it
wrong,
was somebody that I liked, but when when things when you just and it's not that they did me wrong, it's that they did other people I know wrong. And you know, that one I can't take.
yeah, the one of mine was, hey, can you post some kind of an update to this? What are you talking about? Well, if you're hauled, if you're waiting on parts or you're waiting on materials or whatever, just post an update. Well, what are you talking about? They're shipping. Okay. Month and a half later, labels created. That's got a
Yeah.
problem.
I just got a shipping notification while we were on stream about a return, my address being a return shipping address for a package, and I have no idea what it is. Not a clue. So I've been getting a lot of shipping notifications lately, though.
Apparently, I had too much fun and forgot to take photos. Well,
That's the rumor we heard. That is in fact the rumor we heard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have not heard a single rumor. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Havoc, you got some Pex peppers in the mail? Anybody that doesn't know, Pex Peppers, longtime friend of the channel. Actually, one of the very first episodes of the Makers Making podcast back in the old format before it was a round table discussion. But makes fantastic hot sauces. Great member of the community. Member of the Voron Community, everything else, makes West 3D's hot sauces, both the caramel apple one and the West 3D one.
Hmm.
Um, but
This is crack. I spread this on ham sandwiches like
yeah,
mayonnaise.
yeah, and I mean he's got everything from the really mild, right, all the way up to the full body high hot sauces, right, and they're all fantastic. Like taste good, not like hot. Like oh, I just put icy hot in my mouth, and this just tastes like chemicals, but
I sent him a
tasty.
message. I sent him a message and told him, I'm not into like flaming hot, heat. I do milds and mediums. And I told him, I'm like, I didn't dig around his website or anything, but he's actually got a chef's kit on his website, and it's got like 12 or 14 bottles of the flavorings that he has, and it's like $85
Yeah,
for
yeah,
14 bottles of.
yeah.
But does he
So
ship to Canada? I don't think that ships to Canada, right?
I'm pretty sure he ships worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty sure he ships worldwide.
Should we set that as one of my fundraising goals, and then we'll have a hot sauce dinner?
Oh,
back
absolutely.
back in the day, you guys ran hooch over here to the United States. We're going to smuggle hot sauce to you.
He ships worldwide. Okay, because you hear about Pex Peppers everywhere, right? Super supportive, loves the community, loves the silliness of it all.
He's
Hypo reserve. My hot sauce of choice is like Frank's Red Hot or something with. Oh, I forget the name of it. They're little yellow guys. They're not crazy.
Yeah. So Poblano Reserve is a fantastic hot sauce. Uh, he talks about it actually in the podcast he did with me. His goal was to make a hot sauce that was uh, to hot sauces what like A1 is to steak sauces.
Yeah, okay, I can live with
he's
that.
off to a he's off to a great. He's got a great palate.
Because
And
my
Yeah.
problem is that when it gets too hot, it's hot and metallic, and I'm not interested. I'm just not.
Yeah, no. That's not what this is. Right. So I have some ones that I have a couple
Like
actually
the
that
one. You
never
know what I'm talking about,
actually,
right?
yeah, that never even actually saw release. Because like he'll when he comes up with a new recipe to test it, he would come into Discord and be like, "Hey, I've got this many bottles of this new sauce. Does anybody want to test it?" Right? And sometimes it'd be one sauce. Sometimes, like one time, it was three different sauces that he was trying out with these new peppers. And he was trying to figure out what he wanted to do with these new peppers. I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. All right, go order anything from the website. DM me the order number, and I'll make sure that these hot sauces go with that order." Right? And that's reasonable, right? You pay that way.
bonus.
Basically, by the time you pay for the shipping on the one and the cost of the one, you're essentially covering shipping for all the stuff that you're getting. And you'd send it out, let them know what you thought or whatever. But yeah, I bought Gold Rush by the case because the kids eat it on all their chickens and stuff. So
Well,
I
like
just
what I'm gonna make tonight for dinner is I'm gonna have rice, a little bit of veg, and I'm gonna have chicken thighs with hot sauce on them, Frank's Red Hot, and a little bit of Tex-Mex so the hot sauce sticks. That that's my jam. I like that. Now,
yeah
if there's a sweet one or whatever, again, like we're coming down to Murph. I've never met anyone from PAX. I don't know them. But if there's something that I can take that comes in a bottle roughly that size that I can take home with me, I'd be all about that.
yeah. As I understand it, I don't think he's going to be at Rocky Mountain this year, which is unfortunate because he's from Colorado. He's a Colorado local there. Um, but I bet you that uh, I bet you that I have a bottle of hot sauce I could bring to you at Murph.
Okay. But like I say, like I don't want anyone to put themselves out. Like, we're doing fundraising, we're doing everything we can. I don't want anyone to put themselves out for it. I'm doing my best to get there. We will get there. Everything else is a perk on top of that, right? And my goal this year, I can tell you right now, from what I know from behind the scenes, this year's Murph is going to be epic. So if you haven't decided if you want to go yet, you should go, because it is going to. There's so many designers and content creators that I know that it's going to be wild, as well as the BattleBot community is going to be wild, which is why I need to get that friggin' wheel to work right, so I can have my BattleBot down there. So again, it is again to you Americans, I'm very grateful. I'm very excited to come down. I hope there's no issues, but I'm very grateful to come down and explore your beautiful country and spend time with all these beautiful, interesting people. I'm sorry, I'm in a really grateful mood today, so forgive me if I'm a little too sappy.
I'm gonna actually try and do an after party thing this year.
Again, I don't know if I get a creator pass. I don't know if I'll be invited to after parties. I just go. Like when I went last time, it was really hard on me with my social anxiety, but I did very well at Smurf, so I expect the same or better at Midwest.
Yeah.
And
you'll be in the company of friends for certain.
I will be in the company of animals, and I'm going to try and not get eaten, I think is the concern.
There's that. Animals, friends, whatever you want to call us.
I don't mind the zoo. Fellow
heathens.
Well, remember, I'm not much of a heathen. I just 2 drinks and 1 smoke. That's it. And then I'm done.
I think there's a song about it. All my friends are heathens.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm the rumors, they're not true. Yep.
Drink on site Saturday.
I like I said, it's just 2 for me, please. Just 2. That's all I can.
I will
just,
drop.
Just the first and last one.
I will drop.
None in the middle count.
Hotel.
Listen, you gotta find out what the bottom of the container tastes like. That's all I gotta say. There's some stuff in the way, but once you know what the bottom tastes like, it's fine.
You had to drink more because your half was on the bottom.
Like I said, I just 2, and I had to know what the bottom of the glass tastes like.
I'll bring a bottle of Cabo Wabo.
I don't
know what that is, but sure.
It's Sammy Hagar's tequila.
So we what was I, maybe 2 years ago, when Taylor started building blasters and Steve Build started doing blasters, Clown Hammer, they were at Murph and they were doing the Death Racer thing out there, and everybody's beating each other up, and the next thing you know, Taylor was on the side with one of his, and he was nerfing the Death Racers, popping their heads off. Somebody was flying a drone around, taking overheads.
I'm a very boring individual. I'm sure none of this will apply to me.
It was just, I can tell you I don't know about the other events. I can tell you that the drag racers at Murph, you keep hearing about NASCAR or Formula One, where they go around a turn too tight and the car launches over the fence and takes out spectators. The drag racing at Murph, they do go way because the line is 6-7 feet wide. They go way out of the line, and you get to watch kids that are sitting there playing with them and doing the races and everything and enjoying themselves. And then, they're laughing, they're enjoying themselves, and then they're suddenly their job vocation becomes break dancer. So
I can tell you just my previous experience it was very, very respectful, very good. I always tell people, go to these events. Always go to these events. Support them where you can. Do what you got to do. Like I said, I had an amazing time at Smurf, right? So, and I have said that if, I've got some goals on my channels. If we make those goals, I'll release some stuff. But we will have brand new specific maker chips for Midwest. And if there's a project that someone can help me get started, we'll have a custom project for it. Again, a lot of you lovely Americans have either said, I will manufacture for you down here, or you can ship it down to me. So
You gotta get that CNC mill running, and you can CNC some maker chips.
it does run. It does. But I got to get the material for it. I'd love to do them in brass. I think I just love red metals. I think there's something special about them.
They have character.
Yes. Just because being from the world I'm from with old rusted and rotten machines, they have a life to them. And I miss that more than anything. These new machines are super clean and super tight. Don't get me wrong, they're wonderful. But I just really love that. So.
What are you talking about, Nemesis? you,
But don't let my name fool you. I am a boring guy. I just show up, have fun, then I go back and take a nap.
So here's the thing, right?
If there's any photos or recordings, it's all AI generated. It's all fake news.
I too am a real boring guy until I'm not a real boring guy.
Oh, I'm always boring. I'm not very interesting.
Oh, that's not right. Nemesis apparently fireballed a co-worker's coffee pot.
That'll get you done. That'll get you excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an after. I'm gonna try and do an after party thing this year. I know. I took, and I've told Alex this story. And my daughter's 15 years old. Teenagers do what teenagers do.
Yes, they do.
And like 3 years ago, I went to get ready to go to Murph. Fortunately, I'm like 45 minutes away, and my wife told me to take my daughter. And all boring dad. And I took her out there, and she walked around out there. And ever since she walked around one time, she can have her little friends around here or anything at all. And I will look at her and tell her that I'm getting ready to go to Murph, and she will tell all her little teenage buddies that they need to go home because she's going to go visit the printer people.
Nice. Nice.
And she goes out there and she does the sticker things. Again, she's 15. Her entire life was a cheese pizza, and she came back from last year. She hung around Jeremy and West, and Jeremy and West ordered a pepperoni pizza, and ever since she's come back, all she wants is pepperoni pizza, and my wife says that she's been corrupted. So
I do often say I am not a teacher, but I am a mentor.
Yeah, and I know this. If you've never been, just like you've mentioned, if you've never been and you go and you don't enjoy it, then that's fine. But I guarantee you, even if you don't enjoy it, somewhere you'll be talking about it for the rest of your life.
I can guarantee
listen. If you found this podcast, you're going to have a good time.
I am but a boring, simple sir, and that any other rumor to such is a counter and a lie. That's all I can say.
You just need to put "I plead the fifth" on my hat.
We don't put that up here, so
yeah, but wishful thinking. But yeah,
my advice, no matter what you have, if you have a social anxiety disorder, if you got the tisms and you like the trains, if you're just an average Joe, or if you're super genius, you should come to these events and they will change your perspective not only on people but on the world itself. And I think it's worth your time, if I'm allowed an opinion.
Absolutely.
And it will definitely change your opinion on world relations from what you see to the news and then what you see in the real.
And it will definitely make you question why the world is the way it is.
Yes. But when you can get in that little wildness and that little bit of excitement and that amount of brilliance in that room or two, it will blow you away.
It really will.
Saw a trash can today, one of the old school white round container ones with the dome lid, like the white silver push button thing. I was like, I want that. I want to turn it into an R2D2. How much trouble would I get for stealing this?
Well, I know Sam Prentice has done a bunch of robotics programs, but didn't 3D HP build a bunch of those little robots?
This was a full size
no, but he was like
aluminum trash can.
It was like he did some garbage cans and stuff. I think I don't know. I'd have to ask him, but yeah.
I need somebody to do a DB9.
I'm sure there's one. I can go.
I know there's one. There's one fellow in England that does them. Anybody that doesn't, and I've got somebody that's probably going to correct me because I got the lettering wrong, but it was the original robot from Lost in Space, and he makes about 50 of them a year, and he sells them for about $40K a piece.
It's a good little living right there.
Bradley's got the files for droids. He's got a Facebook group. He's got his Patreon. They walk you through it. A good bunch of people and everything. But that's partially why this thing is sitting behind me. Is because we saw an R2 there one year with the electronics and everything. He was chirping. The little readout was moving.
Oh, that's sweet.
And he was controlling it with an RC controller. And dude cracked the top on it, was showing us the electronics and everything. And I told him, I said, that's the next project. And he said, the ring that the dome rides on for rotation, you have to have at least a 500 millimeter print bed, because if you print it in segments, it's garbage. It won't work proper. So, okay, here's a Venture, and it's got a 600 millimeter print volume. I just have to finish putting it together. But the droids, I've got the One Toy Maker 3D Godzilla over there. Eventually, if I can ever get enough filament together and everything, that's going to go max on the 600, and then I'll end up having like a Mecha Godzilla that's about 7.5 feet tall. My wife wants me to take it. She says, oh yeah, do that. And then she said, after you do that, go sell it to the Japanese steakhouse here in town. And I'm like, no, if I make a 7.5 foot Godzilla, you're moving out, so I have a place to store. But bigger beds are not always the option.
No. Well, guys, we are quite a bit over. I'm hungry. I'm going to go make dinner. Thank you, both of you, for coming on tonight. Brad, thanks for coming on. I know you had technical difficulties, but I appreciate you. Everyone in chat, thanks for hanging out with us. You guys are, I wouldn't say you're all the reason we do the show, because we'd be sitting bullshitting whether we were live or not.
That's what we do.
But you are the reason why we are live and not just doing this in Discord. Jose, you're going to be back next week. Awesome. We missed you, man. I know that, sometimes life requires your attention. Life required my attention up till 3 minutes or so before we went live. So I'm right there with you. But take it easy, guys. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Later.
Thank you for having me.